Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the deck profile of my newest deck that I'm playing at local. I went for a win and one draw yesterday, and the tournament before I went 3 win and 1 loss, just due to a brick. And the deck that we are watching today is Memento Fiendsmith. I really enjoyed this deck. I got it last week and I'm really enjoying how it performs, how it actually feels, because you have multiple one-card combos that can end up on the same end board, but the steps are different enough that you need to think about how to proceed moving forward depending on what you're starting with and what you have in your hand. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and without further ado, let's start with the deck profile. Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice is a little bit off today. First, free Tatsunoshiko, free Darkblade, 2 Anguish, 1 Mace, 1 Goblin, 1 Combine Creation, 1 Gatic, and 1 Sleepy. These 10 cards are all starters. Every one of these cards can actually start your combos. I can say which one is the best one that you can start. Probably the best one would be or Darkblade or the Witch, but just because Darkblade will add you another bodies on the field, but the end result is always the same. Sleepy, crazy card. You can special summon yourself when something is popped, and you can fusion summon when it's special summoned. Crazy card, the support, the card that Memento got as legacy support are incredible, are something that high quality that I don't understand how they got printed. Gatic can bring back something from the graveyard, and the fact that this card can actually bring back not only Memento monster but even spell trap. It means that you can just dump your fusion spell and add it back with Gatic. And Combine Creation, well, this was an underwhelming post monster. The more I'm playing with this card, I'm really enjoying it. You can when your opponent activates something, you can special summon something from the graveyard, so you have follow up. You may special summon back Creation King, so you have interruption. It's a 5k body, so it's not easy to get rid of. And in some niche situation, it can actually, the fact that this card can attack all monsters on the field when it's the only monster you control, can actually come up a lot. Okay, this is for the Memento package. Now spells, free Moon Party. It's another starter. The fact that this is a quick play means that you can dodge Impermanence, Veiler, Mourner, everything that targets, and you can special summon the card that you want to start with. You don't only have to destroy something in your hand, or you can even destroy something on your field, so pretty good. And it's a quick play, so you can even do it in draw phase and being safe from draw, because you can just summon Anguish during the draw phase and add something to in that situation they can draw you. Then during the combo you just do 1 main search, the second one would be Engraver, but you might not need that in some situation. Also, I forgot, the fact that this card can give piercing to your Memento monster means that you can sometimes just win games by giving piercing to Combine Creation and hit the opponent with a 5k monster with piercing. Pretty good. Memento Transfusion, busted card. I don't understand how this card got printed. You can get so much recovery just by putting back the card from your graveyard. The fact that in the same turn you can banish, pop something, and search the other copy. So you have this card, you have the fusion set for the opponent turn to go into Guardian Chimera. It's unbelievable. I don't understand how this card got printed. I know that I already said it, but the support that Memento got after the release is something that I never seen other deck getting, and it's extremely good. Lastly, the 2 bricks. or better, soft bricks, Memento Ticlan and Memento Tiran Canyon Burst. I wasn't a fan of this card at the beginning. You play this card because you can search it with Combine King, but the more I'm playing with this card, the more I'm actually enjoying it, especially going into the Tenpai matchup when they just board break you with double Raigeki, and you can revive something with Memento Ticlan because your Combine Creation died, so you can activate this effect, bring back something from the graveyard, which might be Combine King, for example, and so you have an interruption during your opponent's turn. Pretty solid. And Canyon Burst, I see a lot of people cutting this card. I don't understand why, because this card is incredibly strong. Not only is a virtually a 5 material Appaloosa, because every time you activate a monster on the field, you can make your Combat Creation lose 1000 attack and defense and negate the effect. So it can add a lot. It can add a lot of threat, like Phantom Yubel, like Samsara, like everything that is on the board, all the Tenpai monster, even when they decide to quick synchro during battle phase. And so I don't understand why not playing this card. This card is good. Keep playing it. But yeah, the crazy thing about this card is that as long as it's face up, your opponent can only attack the Memento monster with the highest attack on your field. So virtually it protects all your other monsters from battle, because there's nothing bigger than a Combined Creation with 5000 attack. Now, this is everything for the Memento cards. We are on a Fiendsmith package, obviously because it's broken. Why not playing broken cards? 2 Engraver, 1 Lorry and 1 Tractor. I don't have the 3rd Engraver. The 3rd Engraver will arrive this week. If you have a 3 Engraver, play 3 Engraver. This card is extremely good. Also, for some combos, you need to banish 2 Engraver on your graveyard, so you want a 3rd one to have it in your deck for the follow-up. And Luri and Tract, I don't need to explain you why. Then we have 1 for 1 and 1 Reinforcement of the Army. This card can search Darkblade. This card can search Mace, Goblin and Luri if needed. I'm enjoying 1 for 1 a lot, especially because this deck is relying a lot on normal summon. So if the normal summon gets stopped, you have a card that can just bring out something on the field and easily give you an additional body. So pretty good. Entraps, free Ash, free Nib, free Veiler, free Infirm, 2 Ogre, 2 Bestias. This is standard if you follow my channel. I like this ratio for now, but the card that I'm not that enjoying that much for now are Nibiru and Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre, maybe because I think the format is stabilizing a little bit, where this card is getting less and less impactful, so I might think about cutting this. And Nibiru is just because it may be just my local, because my local is full of Yubel and Tenpai, and Nibiru can actually do a lot of work against those 2 decks. So maybe I will cut Nibiru moving forward. I don't know. I will decide in the next for the next locals. Might still be worth running it. It's just that Nibiru alone doesn't actually do that much. This was for the main deck. The main deck was 42 cards. Now let's go with the extra deck. Memento package, Combine King. I don't have words for this card. This card not only can dump free from extra deck and graveyard, so you can send a copies of this, but by banishing this from the graveyard, you can add your Memento Ticlan, the field spell. When you dump this card, with this card, you can dump Combine Creation and Canyon Burst, so you're visually set to reset Canyon Burst during the end phase. Also, the fact that this card can actually pop thing during their opponent turn is another interruption. It's an extremely good, extremely good. I don't know how this card got printed, to be honest. It's busted. The Memento support that they got is every single one is completely crazy. And one Twin Dragon, another busted card that I don't understand how it got printed. When you finish a summon, you add 2 Memento monster from your deck to the end, and you pop 1 Memento from your hand or field. So and when this card is destroyed, it can revive a Memento level 6 or less. So a lot of times I like to delay this card the moment when I pop this card, so I can just have something in the graveyard that I can revive it and have an additional bodies on the field. So pretty good. Everything in Memento screams busted, because everything had so much quality that I don't understand why they got it. But okay, I'm not complaining. I like this deck. Now Fiendsmith package. I don't think I need to explain this, nor Necrokeep. This year, Decider is your card that you want to end with during your turn, because this deck has a lot of issue playing around Board Breaker, and this card can out your opponent's Board Breaker. So yeah, it's needed to have it on the field. Editor, it's needed for some combos, because there are some times where maybe you don't start with your Memento monster, so you can use the Editor to dump a Goblin, link sequence plus Editor for cross ship, and then revive Editor to under cross ship, so you can revive a Goblin from the graveyard. It's needed for some combos. You're not making it that much, but it's still good to have it. Also, this is why you need the free engraver, because you need to banish 2 engraver in that line. One Guardian Chimera, why not? We are playing Memento Fusion, that is a quick play spell that can make this card on your opponent turn. Why not? Cross Ship and Little Knight. This card is needed for some line with Erator. And Little Knight, it's actually part of your end board. You're not making Little Knight to banish something from your opponent's field or graveyard. You make Little Knight more as a way to play around the board breaker. Because if you end your combos with everything on the field, your opponent maybe has 2 board breaker, you can negate the first one with Desire, then you can use the Little Knight, banish something temporarily at the end of the turn, and then they come back and you can keep playing from that point on. Exceed, we are on 1 Caesar, we are on Fiendsmith, why not? 1 F7, it's required during your main combos to just add back engraver, and then what's called? Add back engraver and then activate engraver to attract to summon Lure. And was Zeus. I didn't like Zeus at the beginning. I thought maybe something else was better, but after playing more and more, I'm liking Zeus, especially in the going second when you make M7, you add back engraver, you go to battle, you beat over something, and then you make phase 2, you can special summon Zeus and pop clear the board, so you can start your combos. Also, there are a couple of cool interactions with Zeus for the fact that you can attach material when you pop your own Memento monster with Memento card with effect. So virtually you can have multiple activation of Zeus. Pretty good. I like it, and I think I will stay in the X deck until the next format. The next format we will see what we will get as a TCG exclusive. Side, it's still a work in progress, but the barrier for Tempai, we don't like Tempai. Trust, so we can search the barrier when they do Shifter or Purulia. Anti-spell fragrance because we hate people. double Cosmic Cyclone. I'm not enjoying that much Cosmic Cyclone. I see myself siding this card less and less. So maybe this card will be cut moving forward. Artifact Duster, we respect the back row deck. Evenly Match, I really enjoyed this card, especially against the Yubel matchup. You can bait one interruption and then you can evenly match and start your combo in during the second main phase. Also is another target for Trust, so pretty good. Free Solemn Judgment, I wasn't sure about this card first, but the more I'm playing this, the more I think that this deck needs something going first after side to just Outboard Breaker, and if you end your board with everything on the field plus a Solemn Judgment, you're pretty sure that they are not able to break your board. The Spice, Free Metatronus, this was actually an idea from Nico from the Memento server, so shout out to him, and I'm really enjoying myself playing Metatronus so much, especially against Yubel or against Runic White Forest, because we have a lot of target that you can special summon. So yeah, pretty solid. I'm actually thinking about maining this card, because having an additional bodies on the field in the crackback, maybe even setting this card and doing your opponent turn, so you have an additional body on the field that you can fuse to go into Guardian Chimera, is still pretty good for, in my opinion. So yeah, I think about maining this card. And lastly, Agavek Dragon, because we need to win on time. It's part of the game, so don't be ashamed to play something that for time. It's part of the game. Okay, so this was the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying this deck so much. I went 4 win and 1 draw yesterday, and I won the tournament. And the tournament before, I went 3 win and 1 loss. The only loss was because I bricked. I hard bricked. So this deck can actually brick sometimes. Not all the times, luckily, but there are some hands that are definitely bricks. If you enjoy, click like and subscribe. Tell me if you want to see a video about some combo or some guides on how to play Memento, because I would like to show you some of the line. This is one of the most fun decks that I play in the last 1 or 2 years, so I'm pretty happy with this choice, and it will probably be the main pick for this format and the next one, especially for YCS Bologna. So if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. See you, and until next time, see you. Bye.